Once upon a time, in a village nestled between rolling hills and a sparkling lake, lived a little girl named Lena. Lena wasn't your ordinary child. While other kids her age enjoyed playing with dolls or toy soldiers, Lena's heart yearned for adventure. She longed to explore the world beyond their quaint village, dreaming of faraway lands and exciting discoveries. One day, when the sun was shining and the birds were singing their cheerful songs, Lena decided to venture into the woods that lay just beyond the edge of town. She had always been fascinated by the whispering trees and the secrets they held. Now, with a basket swinging on her arm and a thirst for exploration in her heart, she set off on her journey. As Lena ventured deeper into the forest, the sunlight began to filter through the dense canopy of leaves, creating dancing patterns on the forest floor. The air was alive with the sweet scent of blooming flowers and the gentle hum of busy insects. The little girl's eyes sparkled with delight as she skipped along the path, her laughter echoing through the silent woods. All of a sudden, the sound of desperate cries pierced through the tranquil atmosphere. Startled, Lena stopped in her tracks and strained to locate the source of the noise. With each passing moment, the cries grew louder, echoing off the towering trees. Curiosity and a touch of bravery took hold of Lena's heart. She knew she should probably return home, but the distressed calls tugged at her compassion. Following the sound, she soon came across a clearing, and there she saw something that made her gasp. In the middle of the clearing, a tiny fawn was trapped. It had stumbled and fallen into a crevice between some large rocks, its leg twisted at an unnatural angle. Its big brown eyes were filled with pain and fear, and it struggled to free itself from its rocky prison. Without hesitation, Lena rushed to help the injured animal. She carefully moved the rocks, trying to create enough space to pull the fawn out. But the more she worked, the deeper the fawn fell into the hole. Realizing she needed a better plan, Lena calmed herself. Thinking quickly, she grabbed the basket she had brought with her and placed it beside the hole. Then, with soothing words and gentle gestures, she coaxed the frightened fawn towards the basket. Slowly, as if understanding Lena's intentions, the fawn cautiously approached the basket. With a final nudge, it managed to crawl inside. Lena carefully lifted the basket and cradled the injured animal in her arms. The fawn's heart was pounding, its rapid breaths mixing with the sound of the nearby flowing stream. Despite its pain, it gazed up at Lena with gratitude in its eyes, knowing she couldn't keep the fawn with her. Lena made the difficult decision to leave it where it was and seek help from the villagers. With the basket securely in her grasp, she started her journey back. But as she walked, she realized that the familiar sounds of the forest had faded away. The birdsong and the gurgling stream were gone, replaced by an eerie silence. Fear began to creep into Lena's heart. She turned around, hoping to spot a familiar landmark, but the path seemed endless. Panic started to rise within her, threatening to overwhelm her. At that moment, Lena remembered her father's wise words. Whenever she felt lost or scared, he would tell her, "Stay calm, my little explorer, and follow the sound of water. It will lead you back home." Taking a deep breath, Lena closed her eyes, listening intently. And there it was, faint yet familiar, the gentle murmur of a stream. With renewed determination, Lena followed the sound of the water. She walked steadily, her fear slowly giving way to hope. The trees around her seemed to part, revealing glimpses of sunlight that danced on the forest floor. After what felt like hours, the sound of the stream grew louder, and Lena's heart skipped a beat as she emerged from the trees. There in front of her lay the village, bathed in the warm glow of the setting sun. Her house, with its brightly painted door and smoke rising from its chimney, stood like a beacon of warmth and safety. Overwhelmed with relief, Lena broke into a run, her feet barely touching the ground as she raced towards her home. The sight of Lena returning alone filled her parents with worry. They rushed to her, their faces etched with concern. When they saw the tears streaming down her face, her mother's arms tightened around her in a comforting embrace. Lena, with hiccuping breaths, explained about her adventure in the forest. The kind villagers gathered around, their faces filled with admiration. They praised Lena for her bravery and kindness, showering her with hugs and words of encouragement. Soon, the whole village was buzzing with the news of Lena's adventure. People talked about her courage and how she had saved the fawn's life. Even the village elder, known for his wisdom and calm demeanor, nodded approvingly, saying, "Little Lena has shown us all a valuable lesson today. Bravery isn't the absence of fear. but doing the right thing despite it. The next morning, after making sure the fawn was well taken care of, Lena stood beside her father as he led the villagers back into the forest. Their mission was twofold: to bring the fawn back to its mother and to thank the mysterious force that had guided them home the previous day. As they walked, her father pointed out the tall oak tree under which Lena had left the basket. Its sturdy branches reaching towards the sky seemed to stand guard over the clearing. They searched for signs of the fawn's mother, calling out softly until suddenly, from the thicket nearby, a doe emerged. Her eyes, wide with worry, met theirs, and a relieved sigh swept through the villagers. Gently, they guided the fawn towards its mother, who nuzzled and caressed her young one, her deep affection evident in her soft moans. In that moment, Lena felt a surge of joy. Seeing the reunion, her heart swelled with happiness, knowing that her actions had played a part in reuniting the family. As they made their way back home, the villagers couldn't help but shower Lena with praise. They celebrated her kindness and bravery with cheers and smiles. From that day forward, Lena became a local hero, her name echoing through the village as an example of courage and compassion. But for Lena, the true reward was the grateful gaze of the fawn and the knowledge that she had helped a creature in need. As the years passed, Lena grew up with a sense of adventure and empathy that had been sparked by that fateful day in the forest. Her story became a cherished tale, reminding everyone in the village about the importance of staying true to one's heart and helping those who co-end help themselves. And so, the legend of Lena, the brave little girl who befriended a fawn, grew, ensuring that her spirit of kindness and bravery would live on in the hearts of the villagers forever. Lena's small act of bravery had not only saved a deer's life, but it also touched the hearts of everyone in the village. Her story was a reminder that kindness and bravery could be found in the most unexpected places, and that even the smallest among us could inspire the greatest change.